presentation that we will be sharing with you. All right. Okay, everyone, I hope you're buckled in and hopefully you'll enjoy this session.
Okay, just doing a sound check. Everyone can hear me, right? Okay, welcome everyone to our first PulseED introduction webinar. PulseED is a platform for educators, by educators, and we are all learning together. So what is our mission? We are going to bring educators together to learn from each other, grow through collaboration, and lead positive change. We want to create a trusted community where real learning and meaningful innovation thrive. As you saw in our introductory video, the PulseED is run by Khulud, Rayhana, and myself, Magdalene, but everyone knows me as Lena. Over here, you can see our QR codes that will take you to our LinkedIn profiles, which you can explore later. And most of you are here because you probably have been following us, or we are connected through LinkedIn. So what is PulseED all about, and what will you get? In this fast-changing educational landscape, we appreciate the need to adapt and be flexible in our approach. And I'm sure, especially after COVID and beyond, we've all noticed the changes in our student learning profiles. So it has become vital for us as educators to stay informed. Beyond COVID now, and with the educational technology and with the artificial intelligence that is fast approaching, we really do need to stay informed and adapt our approaches so that we're able to keep up with our learners. And PulseED is a platform that will facilitate this. So what will you get? Well, part of it, you're going to get a professional development series of webinars starting from next Sunday. We asked you, what is the best time that you would prefer these webinars? And we got a poll of Sunday mornings. So this is probably the timing that we're going to go with. These webinars will include trending, useful topics for teachers and leaders that are on the ground. You're going to get interactive with hands-on experience with breakout rooms and question and answer sessions. We're going to be hitting trending topics like using AI in the classroom to save time on essential lesson planning tasks, these non-negotiable tasks that we all know and love. There will also be a Padlet at the end for future topics because we want to hear from you. Remember, this is for educators, by educators, which are you guys. And as we grow together, we hope to offer even more services. We want to cater to a wider audience of educators, whether you're a novice, early careers teacher, or you're an experienced school leader. PulseED will be a rich platform that you can easily refer to. So what we'll be covering today is, because as it's just an introductory webinar, we're going to just be telling you about the things that PulseED is all about. So we're going to be talking about the PulseED Teacher Spotlight, which Ms. Khulud will be talking about now. And we're also going to be introducing you and sharing with you an events calendar, which Ms. Rayhan is going to be talking about. So now I'll pass over to Ms. Khulud, who will talk to you about the PulseED Teacher Spotlight. Ms. Khulud, over to you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our community, which is going to be for you and by you. And this one part, very important part actually for our initiative is to hear your voice, and we will give you like a chance to grow up in a way that you prefer to do. Where your voice is heard, your practice, your impact, PulseED, is the platform to shine, a space created by educators for educators to spotlight real classroom practices that make a difference. What is it? It's like a 10 minutes showcase where you present a powerful lesson idea, a smart differentiation strategy, or any teaching method or tools you used effectively. Yani every teacher has a certain strengths, and sometimes because of their position, they can't show it for everybody. In our platform, you have the chance to show what you have. And in this case, what do you get from that? Why is it important to take a part in this 10 minutes showcase? First, make your voice and experience count. Inspire peers and evaluate teaching standards. Gain recognition and build up your professional identity. Receive a certificate of contribution. Strengthen your CV, a teacher profile, and impress future recruiters. Join a growing network of passionate educators who want to learn and to lead. So we are giving a chance for you, all of you teachers, to have like a spot where you can show your strength for not just only your school, your leaders, but also for everybody in the educators community.
Yeah, so just move on to the next slide.
Yeah. So here, what you have to do in order to participate in this part, you have to present a 10 minutes segment, uh, a 10-minute segment about your teaching practice. Participate in a short question and answer session. Be featured on PulseED platform as a contributor. And how can you join that? Any educators excited to share a meaningful teaching strategy, big or small, you are welcome to join us here, and we can give you the chance to spotlight on your work for everybody. Just fill out our short expression of interest form, and in this form you need to write your name, the topic that you want to discuss, and in 100 words you have to explain or describe for us what are you going to do in this session. And you will have the chance to record your presentation, and then it will be presented in our platform, which we have on LinkedIn and Instagram. And you will get also a certificate, as we said, in which you can add it to your CV.
Okay,
Next,
exciting
if
stuff.
you don't
Thank you
mind.
very much, Ms.
Yeah, sorry.
I said exciting stuff. Thank you very much.
Yeah. The next slide, we're showing you how the platform is. Yeah, I think it's there, but I told you everything about this 10-minute segment, and I really encourage you to do it because when I was before, I'm experienced with 32 years. I was looking for any opportunity to reach everybody around to see my strength in. Sometimes your schools want to keep you for them only, but if you are going to grow up, you want everybody to know about your strengths, and you want to grow up with your abilities. So wish you the best, and you are welcome to participate with us with your experience. I think now the microphone is going to Ms. Rehana, where she's going to tell you
Yeah, I
about
have the
the
microphone.
calendar. Yeah.
I was just thinking the same thing that when I was started, half of the time that you've started, it's 16 years ago. Um, I always thought our profession was about people being quietly brilliant. I always related this profession to people doing wonderful things, but doing it so quietly that not many people, not many part of the community can see and marvel at the day in and day out wonder that the teachers create in
Yeah.
their classrooms. And the aim, I mean, I think without going through all those fancy words, but the main goal and aim that we want to or we intend to bring is an opportunity where teachers, educators, the ones who are sweating it day in and day out in classrooms, have a chance to show the world, not only to the community, but to show the world what quietly brilliant means, what it means to be this wonderful mechanism of learning. My name is Rehana Mumtaz. I was introduced by Sister Magdalene, and you heard from both of my wonderful colleagues. Sister Magdalene, I would like you to share. I think our teachers are waiting to give their expressions of interest. If you could share it in the chat box, it would be an easy way
Sure.
from them to access it and start filling in those forms. We're really looking forward to hearing these wonderful voices. I see some of them that I recognize from where I teach in my context. Welcome, everyone. Yasmin, Basma, it's really wonderful to see all of you. Okay, so
Can
in a
you share
bit,
your screen now?
yes, I will hopefully share my screen
I'll put
and
the
okay,
I'll just pop the Google
it's
form
fine. It's fine.
into, yeah,
I'll share mine.
I'll start
Okay,
sharing. Okay,
so you
great.
can see the 1000 tabs I usually have open, but
Yeah.
my most important screen that I want to share is this one, right? Am I sharing?
Yes, you are.
Okay, fantastic. So basically, the idea behind having the PulseED calendar is to allow easy navigation for events. Now, I have been there where I have sat in for hours trying to find on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, events which would bring to my toolkit tools and knowledge and effective skills that I can use in my classroom to inform it, to make it relevant. And hours and hours and hours spent, sometimes opportunities missed. So then we as a team, we thought, how can we benefit the community to make something accessible and also, relevant to what is the need of the time. So we brought into the picture the PulseEd events calendar. It's a calendar online. If you scan here, you can access it right now. I think some of you might be using your phones. So I'd ask Sister Lena to could you share it, please, on the chat box while I help our attendees navigate the calendar.
Yes.
Now, once the calendar link has been shared or you've opened it, you will notice that you'll be taken to a very comprehensive calendar. I'll open it now on my screen so everyone can have a full view of how the navigation for the calendar can be done. Right, if you can see on my screen, this is how the calendar looks like. As you can see, it is color coded. You have your reader profile here, and you will be able to navigate the calendar down the months and from June onwards. We've started building the calendar of events from the time we started creating it from June up until October, December. So our calendar is being live, updated up until December of 2025. Now, our June calendar looks very busy, and I am actually quite astonished when I was doing my research to find the events for our educators, not only local events, but global events. It's astounding. I was sharing with my sisters here how I found it to be super astounding into how many events are actually there to cater to the needs of teachers, and some of them are absolutely free. Once you hover over an announcement, for example, the one that's happening on the 5th, which has gone, let's go to one that's relevant, or let's say the one that's happening on the 10th of June, you would
Tuesday.
see that a very comprehensive summary comes up, what the event is going to look like. And the first thing that you would notice on the event is that it's a free event. Once you click onto it, you would find out the links to the event, who is organizing the event, and also where it's being held. So it is a way for us to save time from navigation and invest time on learning, invest time in PDs that really informs our growth in the field. We are still updating this on a daily basis. This calendar will look different today to what it will look like tomorrow. And also the color coding is to help all of us navigate the events that are happening internationally, online, the ones that will be from PulseED, the ones that are launched in Sharjah, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. These are the three main domains where we felt our community members are mostly located, though we are planning to expand our sub-calendar more. But this is a one-step destination for all of us to be a click away from a CPD that we would love to attend. It's a simple matter of just going to the link, and it will link you to where you can request for your CPDs. It's as simple as that. You decide where and how and when you want to learn. What is it that you would want to learn? This is for us to allow educators to have a freehold and an idea how they can plan their own CPDs rather than being told what to do and when to do it. I think having that agency allows us better navigation and opportunities for growth in our profession. And like Sister Khulud said, I feel this is a way for us to allow showcasing and allow people to notice what we do very quietly in our classrooms. How is that as a message, Sister Magdalene, Sister Khulud?
It
Does
is a
that
good,
make a lot?
I
yes,
think it
of course.
I think it really speaks to why PulseED was actually initiated. Like we said, it's for educators and by educators. When I first came to the UAE, the only way that I could find out about professional learning events was those boring CPDs from my workplace, which I absolutely dreaded. They were always happening at the end of the day when I had no energy. So I really did have to find events that are happening outside, fresh early on a Saturday morning that I can actually attend. And you could only do that really if you network. So this is something that I really, really do appreciate. I wish that something like this was here, when I started all of these years ago, in my professional career over here. I think, for example, in the UK, it's just much more established. We have, teaching events and teachers forums, and, we've got whole agencies that advocate for teachers where you can find information quite readily. So hopefully this is a step in the right direction where we can establish this professional learning community where everything is just a one-stop shop, if you like, for everything educational, everything future ready in one place, inshallah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think also it's always that you are enrich your experience with all the conference educators updating, even in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, internationally, whatever the curriculum that you are teaching. To be updated is a strength that can be added to educators. And also, it's not just only you are teaching in this place and that's it. No, at the same time, you are enhancing your level. Whenever there is a chance that you want to grow up, to go for another place, you did not spend the time just only teaching. You were at the same time enrich your experience with the professional developments, whether it's free or it's not free. Sometimes you need to know that there is a professional development around and you have the choice to go or not to go for that one. So it's you and for you. That's why we are giving the chance for every one of you, giving the opportunity, as Miss Rehana says, for everyone to grow up with the network, with all the things that are happening all around us.
I would just like to add, that's a brilliant message. Something that I did not mention when I was sharing the calendar. A lot of us want to share these brilliance in a domain, whether it's an action research domain or it's a conference. So in our calendar, we will also embed where teachers like us have opportunities to present our case studies. Not only will PulseEd advertise it on our own portals, but also you will have an opportunity navigating that calendar as a one-stop destination where you can find opportunities to submit a proposal for a presentation you would want to do, or workshop you would want to lead, just giving you the ability to come out of the four walls of the classroom
Yeah.
and to show your brilliance. I think right now teachers kind of are undermined, and because those opportunities are not there, our brilliance becomes very, very quieted. So we want to make it a bit loud. We want to make it showcase. We want to make sure people know what we are doing day in and day out. I hope everyone has the link to our calendar. If you have any questions, you have an opportunity to unmute and ask your questions, or you can chat in. There is a scan for our Padlet. In the Padlet, you will have an opportunity to tell us what you would like us to introduce in the webinars. Our first webinar will be held next week on Sunday by Sister Magdalene, and it will be on our biggest topic of discussion. What is that, Sister? Biggest topic of discussion is
AI.
yeah, AI in education. So you will also have an opportunity to let us know. This is our first topic because it's the most relevant right now with every change that we're seeing. But you will also have an opportunity with our Padlet to let us know, what do you feel should be a topic of discussion? What do you feel should be a webinar, a PD opportunity? And of course, our PDs are PDs that are hands-on. Everyone needs to be part of it. It's interactive, and we will hear your voice. And that's the whole point of PulseED, is to give you educators a voice.
I think this is the beauty of this initiative, because we're flexible, although we have our own plan, but still we are flexible to hear your voice, to hear what you want to learn about, or what do you want, or what do you need in our everyday life learning. And we are flexible to give you the chance to give us your opinion and everything.
Is there anyone who has a question? You have the mic to you. If you can unmute and you can ask away. Thank you, Asma, for your compliment. I really appreciate it. Thank you. We feel that this is a way for us to give all of you a chance to speak. So PulseED's motive is to allow that to happen, to give the educators back their voices.
And it would actually be really helpful if we could actually get some feedback. So the QR code will take you to a Padlet. And in the Padlet, we've just asked you two very short questions. So if you could just give us your feedback there, that would actually help us to drive the webinars forward. We'll just give everyone a minute to do that.
Is the QR code for the Padlet visible?
Yeah, it's visible. I can see it. Just
Okay. Okay, so I have Basma who's saying, I can't speak a lot. There's noise. Oh, there's always noise around us. It's part of our profession as well. So happy and excited for this initiative that will bring the light to good practice. All the best, ladies. Thank you so much. Your words mean a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you have any kind of suggestions, we're more than happy to take them. And we would love to hear. Oh, okay, so do we have a question here? It's from Susan. She's saying, are there many CPDs related to primary teaching? Okay, so Susan, just to let you know, our CPDs aren't really categorized. They're quite comprehensive. We are not looking at only catering a segment of the schooling. We want to make sure it's relevant to everyone all through. So yes, there will be high relevance whether you are a primary teacher or you are a secondary teacher or you are teaching only K-12, whatever stage of teaching you are in, whatever subject you are in, whatever curricula you are in, there is no differentiation here. Right now, our actual motive is to make sure it's beneficial sans any kind of categorization. We want to make sure it's relevant and comprehensive. I hope that answers your question. Any other questions? All right, so we're going to leave the Padlet open, so you can feel free to add in your comments whenever you feel you have something to say or a feedback to give. We are more than welcome. In our profession, feedback is the most important thing, I feel. So if you do have something to say, please make sure you enter it in our Padlet. We will also share our LinkedIn page and Instagram page with all of you, and we will be reviewing the expressions of interest for the second week, which is the week after next, for our first spotlight event.
I've put all of the links in the chat, but what we'll also do is we will be sharing these links in the PulseED WhatsApp group as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think so.
Yeah.
And whenever you want, you can click on the form and you can write your name, the topic that you want to participate with, and 100 words to explain or describe what are you going to do.
Yep.
Thank you very much, everyone. We really appreciate you joining us. If you have any further questions, our WhatsApp group is there. Our PulseED pages will be shared with you in our WhatsApp group,
Yeah.
and let's learn together.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining, everyone. And this concludes our first webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
a lot. We'll see you more often, inshallah.
Inshallah. Ma salama.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Salam.